Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Abby with Abby Reviews, and this is going to be my review for Superman and Lois, Season 1, Episode, I think, 8. The last time we were here, they had resolved the issue with Steel for now, but they are hip to Morgan Edge and his big bag of bulls. So, we going to jump into it and see what the hell happens. It is called Loyal Subjects with a K. Oh, Jesus. Let's see what happens. Okay, so they are trying to investigate and figure out why Morgan Edge is in Smallville. Why Smallville of all places? While simultaneously, he is convincing Lana's friend that she wants to become her best self. And so we see her being put in the machine, the agony. And it says the host. I'm still trying to figure out what in the invasion of the body snatchers is going on, because that's what it feels like to me. But let's see. Okay, so they find out that they're having these like camaraderie building breakfasts. So they send Clark over there, and he talked to Lana's friend, and she was like, "It's so amazing. I think better. Problems that seem impossible to me before. Blah 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 blah." And he was like, okay. And so he goes, he hears a bank being robbed in Mexico. Like, banks are being robbed all the time. Okay. So he goes over to Mexico to get the bank robbers. And when he arrives, he's breathing heavy. This is after he shook hands with Lana's friend. He's breathing all heavy when he gets there. And, you know, he starts superheroing it up and knocking people out. And then he's like, he grabs his chest, and this one guy starts shooting him with a shotgun. And it's not doing any extra damage, but it's like pushing him back. And then he falls out and passes out. Just weird. And then they sent the boys to school. Told them, we still working on this case. It's going to be a late night. There's leftovers in the fridge. It was like, oh, well, we going to see baby girl's recital thingy today. And they ribbon Jordan. Oh, I thought y'all were just friends. What's going on? Like parents do. And he was like, yeah, we're just friends. And then they get to the school and they see her, and her dad is like, thanks Jordan for stepping in. And he's really on his super dad right now because he know he messed up. And so Jonathan sees that girl he talked to a couple weeks ago. She looking at him and he looking at her. And then baby girl is like, I thought I told you to stay away from whatever her stupid name is. And he was like, oh yeah. And then they walk off. Daughter, why is you so concerned about what he doing? Why you go? Let him go talk to the little girl. What do you got to do with you? Do you have feelings for him? Okay. So they want Morgan Edge to, well, Superman comes back too, and he stops the bank robbers, and then he leaves. Lois goes into the office, and Edna Jr. says that somebody came in there to buy a half a page. They're kicking up their recruiting and asking for twice as many volunteers. So Lois runs herself over to Morgan Edge's office, all hopped up on righteous indignation. She tries to desperately talk to people who are in the office out of leaving and not coming back. Everybody looking at her like she crazy. That Laura, his right-hand man, tried to manhandle her out the office, but Lois very politely was like, hey, bitch, don't put your motherfucking hands on me, bitch. I'll knock you the fuck out of here, bitch. It was giving very much that energy. And so she and Morgan Edge has a conversation. And he was like, well, maybe it's time for you to call in, press your little gadget, and have your little super friend show up. And she was like, maybe I will. So she leaves. And so she gets home and she's like, Clark, where are you? And just covered in bruises from all the bullets. And she was like, what happened? And he said, we're going to have to call my dad. This may be from the gas from when you was fighting old boy trying to help John Irons. And they was like, okay. But Lois really thought her white woman indignation was going to do something. She really thought it was... Get out! Oh my God. So Jordan and baby girl is sitting at the piano and they're talking. And she was like, thank you. It's means so much to me that you're here. And he was like, oh, I want to be here. And he turns around to sneeze. It's an icicle in his hand. And he's like, oh my God. And he shoves him in. He's like, oh, I got allergies. And he runs off. They was getting ready to kiss. But I digress. And so he's running down the hall and he sneezes again. In the other hand, icicles. He picks out his little thing and to call his dad. And he's like, Dad, I don't know what this is. You're getting another power, boo-boo. And then he rushes him off. Oh my God. Okay, so apparently it wasn't a new power coming online. It was actually him being affected by whatever it was that green mist that they hit Superman with is supposed to be a bioweapon, and now it's affecting Jordan, and we don't know how to fix it. Now they called the daddy. The daddy said, we got to work with the doctors. It was experimental. We didn't know what the effects were going to be. You know, it was supposed to counteract Superman, and they didn't know that it was going to affect the grandson. Lois read him the riot act. She's like, I already knew that your job was your number one priority. And I even grew to respect it. But this is too far. You've gone too far, bruh. It's too much. But the baby's... Okay, baby girl, they go back to the school. Baby girl sees Jonathan. She's like, where's Jordan? He was like, he should be here. He's like... Baby girl sees Jonathan. She's like, where's Jordan? He was like, I don't know. I'll go find him. He gets home. The baby sneezes. A whole lamp freezes over. It's getting progressively worse. So Superman rushes him off to the fortress. Sam, the granddaddy, is still trying to figure out what's going on. Meanwhile, Lois sees her friend. Lana sees her friend, and she's like, oh, I've been meaning to ask you. Try to be slick. I've been asking you, how's it going in the program, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, oh, we go through this process, and it really changes our whole life, our thinking, everything, and becoming our best self, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well, what process is it? And she was like, oh, I thought you'd been through the process. I can't really say it. And then Laura comes up behind her and is like, Mr. Edge wants to see you. And he accuses her of working with Lois, and she tries to play it off. And he was like, you going into the program. He pretty much told her she was going into the program. He basically was like, whatever your answer is going to change your life forever. Which says to me, either join or die. Or you're just going to mysteriously be murdered. That's what that said to me. But let's see. Maybe it's me, but this episode feels really super long. Maybe I'm just tripping. Still 20 minutes left. But, okay, so. So with Sarah, she gets on stage, and of course her daddy comes and plays his guitar, and it goes wonderfully, wonderful. Lana shows up. I don't know if she's been Hebe. So I guess today is the day where the whole family is cussing out the granddaddy because Jonathan comes out. And he was like, why did you make those weapons against my dad? And he was like, I was trying to be safe. He's like, you and I are the same. He's like, we're not the same. And he's like, Jordan and I are the same. We're twins. He's like, but as soon as your brother's powers came online, whoop-de-woo. And he was like, no, you're just a coward. And we don't feature you. I said, oh. Jesus Christ, the whole family is reading for blood. So Superman took Jordan to the fortress and talked to his daddy about what they can do. He's like, we're going to have to do with what we did with you. We're going to have to burn it out. So they gonna have to use the superheat because his lungs is trying to cool off the kryptonite, which is burning him up from the inside. So they're gonna have to use the heat to counteract it. I don't know. It's gonna hurt. So praying he makes it through. Got Lana's husband. We should have known when he came back the next day. He was acting all super dad. I'm not a regular dad. I'm a cool dad. We should have known then that he had gotten got by the peoples. But Lana turned down the offer for Morgan Edge to do the hoodoo voodoo on her. Now, I don't know how long that's gonna last, but okay. Then Superman and the baby is at the Fortress of Solitude, so they can't hear any of this going on. They have a little heart to heart, and then I guess Clark figures out something is going on. He shows up. He knocks out Lana's husband, and the other two disappear. And then it went to commercial. I was stunned. I was like, let's see what happens. Oh my God. Oh my God. Baby, when I say my face was cracked. So y'all from the same? Oh, so you Brightburn Superman, serial killer Superman, evil henchman power Superman. This is how it ends. That's how the episode ended. I have so many questions. Where you been this whole time? Who raised you? Why are you like this? See, when you're not nurtured, stuff like this happens. But we will see. That's my recap for Superman and Lois. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a kid, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.